Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So today I am finally going to show you guys the pens that I love. You guys have been asking for a while, so I'm going to take my time and sit down and show you what I love. Now, let's start with, I have acrylic paint. This is just a composition notebook, so it's just a piece of paper. Don't mind my nails. I am on new medication, which made all my nails turn like soft as can be and break. And I only have like this one left, and this one left, and partly of that. So they continue to break. So I'm going to be putting nails on to help me have them grow again. Anyway, let's continue. Okay, so these are going to be some of the things that I love, and acrylic paint and some gesso and just regular paper. And mostly I'm testing for waterproof. Because sometimes they say that they're water resistant, sometimes they say they're waterproof, but you use them and all of a sudden they're smearing. So let's get to getting. Okay, obviously I shouldn't even have to do this one. Sharpies are my favorite. Now, these are alcohol-based markers. Now, yes, you can use your Spectrum Noirs. You can use your, what's those other ones called? Copic. I think Prismacolor are the same, but these are just alcohol markers. Bic you can use. You can go to the dollar store and get permanent markers, anything that says permanent. This is the super duper mother trucker, and I want to get these. I want to get a package of the big ones, so I'm on the hunt for them because I just love them. But yes, you've seen me use this a million times. This is what it's like on. It goes right over acrylic paint, right over your gesso, and obviously right on your, let me move in, on your regular paper. And this means it could be your watercolor paper, your mixed media paper, your Bristol paper, your printer paper, your tracing paper. You dig what I'm saying? It's anything. That's why I'm using a composition book, because a lot of you, I've had a lot of emails and conversations with a lot of you just starting out using printer paper. You guys never in a million years thought that you could use printer paper. And I know a lot of you guys starting out, it's a lot to take in and a lot to learn, but definitely, I know a lot of you have went out and bought like one of the packages of like 500 sheets of paper from Walmart for your printer and have been using that to make your journals and to play with and work on. So I'm so thrilled with that. But this works on any paper. Okay. Next is the jelly roll. Now, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put them coming this way, the opposite, so I remember. And this is the jelly roll. Writes right over that acrylic paint. And that acrylic paint is just my Boulder from Folk Art. This is just gesso. And this is just regular. And this is just the jelly roll from Sakura. Okay, that works fine so far. And next I have, this is the, it's called Hybrid Takinika from Pentel. I don't know if you can even see what that says. And let's see, I'm going to do circle. That works good on there. Well, this is a nice one. Where the heck did I find this one? I know what I did. So it works fantastic on that. And we'll go through and make sure they're waterproof. I'm just showing you all my pens here, all my things that I love. Now, this is not my Faber-Castell markers or I didn't include like paint pens really. You'll see as I get down to the end. But, this is just, these are pens you can get at Walmart, Staples, Target. Do you see what I'm saying? So to make it very easy for you, this is one of my favorites. It is the Pilot. Pilot has all my favorites. Pilot Precise V5 RT. These are not, I am not sponsored. These are all mine. I've bought them myself. I've even thrown them in giveaways. So you never know what I'm going to throw in giveaways when I give away. It writes on the acrylic, the gesso, and the paper. Very, very nice. This is the Bic Velocity 1.6, if that means anything. And this is a big mother. Look at that. Nice tip. Color that in. See, it colors on there. Goes on the gesso. and on the regular paper. One of my other favorites is the Finito by Pentel. Pentel, sponsorship, please. Pentel Finito, extra fine, porous point pen. And I love this one. And it says recap, yeah, after every use. Because this is like a felt tip almost. And look, beautiful on the paint. Beautiful on the gesso. Now this gesso is rough. Remember, this is a rough gesso, and that's just your acrylic paint. But gesso can be a tad bit rough, which is good. It gives it teeth. One of my other favorites, my favorite, Pentel. Oh, they make good pens, I guess. RSVP from the Pentel. Let's hope I have stuff back in here. This is just a regular pen. Writes on that, writes on that, and writes on that. And I'm going to talk about the importance of why I'm doing this and why I love these. Rollerball Ink R2. This is another one that I love. I don't know. I guess R2 Ink is the company name. I don't know. I got this at Staples. And that writes deliciously. It's like it's a roller, you know, like there's a little teeny ball in there. Delish. So far, writes on all that we need. So if we're doing art journaling, we're doing mixed media, we're doing whatever. Look at that. All right. And this is the Pentel RSVP. I grabbed double of that. This is a metallic, sparkling metallic liner from Pentel. I tell you. Ooh, the snort, Cal, the snort. And you can see it's metallic. You know what I mean? It's like shiny a little bit. See? Maybe let me do it oval so maybe you can see it better. Obviously with the gray, it's a little, you know, but it works great on there. So that means any color that you got. Sometimes I like using the metallics for highlights in the eyes and stuff like that, which is great. This, though, the Energel Liquid Gel Ink 07 from Pentel, mother truckles. Yup. Yup. Writing on everything. And let me do these and then I'll do that last. All right, y'all know, I love the Stabilo, all in black. Look, it writes on everything real nice. That's the whole point of it. But we know it's not water. It's not water, how you say? Waterproof. All right. This is my pencil that I use. A lot of you ask the pencils that I use. And I love mechanical pencils. And I love, this is a 0.9 lead. And that's what I basically always use. Sometimes I'll use the 0.7. Which I have a handful of those as well as 0.5. Now, the reason I use 0.9, I've talked about this before, and this is just the Papermate Clear Point, but there are a gazillion, I have a million different, what are they called? Mechanical pencils. I use the 09 because if I use a pencil, a regular pencil, you know, 02 pencil, you know, school pencil, whatever they're called, the lead can be too thin for me, as well as an 0.7 because I have RA and fibro, and there are days where I can't even hold a spoon sometimes. Using the thinner leads break. So you'll see sometimes, like you'll know what I'm using. And sometimes I consciously use a thinner one, but you'll see that I will be constantly breaking the lead and putting out more lead because my hands, I don't know, for whatever reason, I hold it. I feel very uncomfortable holding it. I feel like I'm not, and those of you out there with hand issues, you know, sometimes you feel like you have to hold it tighter because you can't control it because of your hands, and I break the lead constantly. So I'm usually always using a 0.9. I get them from Walmart, Staples. I'm not really into any certain ones. Now, let me tell you, there are these ones, and the reason I do, like, not as cheap, you can get them really, really cheap. They're thinner, and you can see how this is thicker, so it helps me hold, and there's even thicker ones that you can have. So it helps me hold it a little better because of my hands, because sometimes I can't put my hands together. So that, you know, that's why I do it. And it makes a world of difference to me. Now, acrylic markers, I love the Liquitex ones. They're water-based. They come in a million colors. They can be quite a bit expensive. I get mine from Blitsy. And I'll put my link to Blitsy down below. Now listen, go see Blitsy. Go sign up. It doesn't cost anything. I don't get anything if you just sign up. Just look around. They have the best deals. You get 70% off of some of the stuff that they put up that you would buy at your regular store. So when they had them, you know, I like to buy a couple of each thing. You get everything there: quilting, stamping, painting, paintbrushes, markers, scissors, stamps, geez, oh Pete, sewing. I mean, like every art craft thing that you can think of. They have paints and different brands of, you know, gel mediums and all kinds of stuff. So go check them out. If you do I'm going to let you know, because I know people get mad. If you do choose to sign up under my link and you do buy anything, I get a couple bucks. I appreciate it. It helps me, you know, be able to get a few things, you know, for me to do stuff for you guys, make videos and to make art. So I'm gonna let you know ahead of time so nobody does it and then says blah, 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 blah. But you don't have to. Just go check out Blitsy. It's for your benefit. You don't want to hit my link, don't, and that's okay. So this is the acrylic paint, and you have to, of course, push it down a few times to lubricate it and get that ink going, or that paint going. Come on, my babe. Come on. This is anything that annoys me with these. And it's really not a big deal. I mean, you just sit here for a minute and the paint comes out. It's being a pain today. Maybe it's dried out. Maybe I used it a lot because I use it for coloring eyes. And that very well could be it. But I'm going to try to repurpose these and put paint in here. Let me grab another one. There we go. It's coming now. See, it just writes on whatever. Just they take a minute, you know what I mean? But you see. And they come, like I said, in a million different colors. Now, I want to show you. This is called the Vanish. And I think I've gotten these at, I want to say AC Moore. One of them, ABC. AC Moore, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Joann's. They're called Vanish. My other one's upstairs with the paper on it. It just says Vanish. And it's like when you erase, it keeps all like the little eraser booger things in longer pieces so you don't get it everywhere. Now I use a million different erasers, but this happens to be my favorite. Because I normally won't use the erasers on here too much, because if you use it too much, I don't know why it automatically goes down. And it could be a pain in my butt. Although those erasers are fine too, and I get refills for them just to have. But because you never know, if you go to doctors, you know, I go to tons of doctors and all that kind of stuff. So if I want to draw or anything, I can, you know, just take this and use that eraser. It's fine. But like, you know, down here, that's what I use. So this is Vanish. It's fantastic. I love it. And I also am in love with the gummy erasers. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you know, they come in the square and then you can like manipulate them and make them into other different things. I love those as well. So that's with that. So I'm going to take a little bit of water. And let's see what these do. Just wet this for a minute. And let's see. All right. Our Sharpie. Is it going to run? Nope. 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 Not bad. Wet it a little more. And now is our jelly roll. A little bit. Yep. A little bit. Not too much. I mean, you know, and this is more for putting, I put my hands and arms and everything. It's more for, you know, if you want to seal it, throw a coat of Mod Podge on top, or gel medium, or even spray. You want to make sure what you use is, you know, waterproof. Now the third one is, I gotta read, this is the Pentel Hybrid Technica. Oh, nope. 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 So that is not waterproof. Next, we have the Precise Pilot Precise V5 RT. Okay. And that is not. So let me see. I'm going to put those over here so I can remember. And then this is the Bic Velocity. And that's good. It's just running into my, I gotta take that off. Yeah. The Bic Velocity is good. I just have to, you know, I'm like crazy with water. Okay. All right. Next we have the Finito. Nope. A little bit on the white. I don't know why it's on the paper. I mean, you could see it coming a little bit, but, you know, not bad, not bad. Next is it's one of my favorites, the Pentel RSVP. And that doesn't go anywhere. So that's a good one. Next is the Ink R2. I think Ink INC is the name. And that's a little bit. The silver from Pentel. That comes right off. The Energel liquid gel ink. So that is a little movable. And then we have, that's just my pencil, which we know pencil holds up good. And then the Stabilo. And we know that's water soluble because I play with them all the time. So, and then, you know, our green acrylic, that's not going to be dry yet, but that's going to be permanent. So our Sharpie, our Pentel RSVP, and our Bic Velocity, those end up being our ones that we can use in our art journal and that type of thing that do not reactivate. Now, does that mean you can't use these ones that are reactivated in your art journal? No, of course you can. The ones that just lift off some of it, those are great to put underneath, you know, to draw, to trace, to, I love using these. Like if I go and let's say I draw a heart, and because, you know, that's all I draw. And then I wet it and I want to like blow it out some. Make sure you don't use as much water as I did. But you can definitely add some, you know, bazoom to it. To give it shadows, to, you know what I'm saying? So you can really play with it and make it work for you in your art journal. But these two, and this is just a regular pen, and I use it all the time. And this is a, look at that. It's very black and delicious. So you can color in, like if you're doing an eye and you want to do the pupil. You can see how much I use these because they're almost empty. And you want to do the eye and color in the pupil, you sure can. If you want to do your eyelashes, you can, you know what I mean? So you can definitely use these in ways where you don't want to have a marker or get out your paint or use your paint. So that's what these are. Now I have a million more pens and a million more markers. I'm going to do the markers. I've been asked to do markers next, and I will gladly do them next. This is 19 minutes and you're not getting back, but I wanted to show you guys. You guys ask all the time because I use them in so many different ways. And I want to, you know, I want you guys to see what works. So when you go to your Walmart or your local Staples or whatever, and maybe I might go to Staples later, so maybe I'll pick up a couple of these and throw them in. And I have more, and when I pull out of my thing there, I will do another video on some more. But the Bic Velocity and the Pentel RSVP, for now, these are safe to use in your art journal and they will not reactivate. So I hope that was helpful on some level, and that you got to see, you know, certain different pens and different markers. I have so many of them because I use them in so many different ways, but it's so much fun. And yeah, and my eraser. So like I said, keep your eye out for the marker one because I have tons of those as well. And yeah, so that's just a little peep into what I use. So as always, please be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. I love you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys. And yeah, always keep your eyes out because you never know. I like to go when I go to the store and buy all kinds of pens and stuff and throw them in giveaways because who doesn't love a nice pen, right? And these jelly rolls I love. I got to go get more because I don't think I can ever have enough of them. So I love you guys, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.